Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to work with some cards today. These are the cards that come in the pack of the envelopes and cards that we have. They're the craft color. And I've been trying to think of what I can do with these. You know that I don't make very many cards, so I thought they would make perfect little file folders. Now, I like my edge here straight, so I cut it straight, but you could cut it exactly like a file folder if you wanted. And these are just the right size when you finish that they'll go down in a pocket in your journals. So we're going to work with these. Now, I've got plenty of packs of these, probably 10. They do come with the envelopes, but you can use the envelopes for other things too. So we're going to work with these, and we're also going to work with our Paris in Spring kit. This kit I made on Canva, and this is some templates that I did on Canva. Now, I did some of these and Betty did some of these, so I'm not going to claim all of them mine, but I did a few of them, and then Betty did some, and Betty did that one. I just think they're so cute. But these are templates, and I'm going to be showing you, me or Betty one, is going to be showing you very soon how to make these templates yourself so that you can design your own templates and then just drop your images in there. So every time you start to make your embellishments for your journal kits, you don't have to go back, try to size the image and all that. You'll have all of these sized, so all you have to do is drop it in there. Now, this is something that I have been learning off of Skillshare, because you know I'm still taking the classes on Skillshare from Scott. I love his teaching. He's crazy. He's crazy as can be, but I love his teaching. And I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. They are sponsoring my video today. A lot of you told me last time that you had never heard of Skillshare before I mentioned it to you. That's unbelievable, because Skillshare is the largest online learning community there is out there. They have hundreds of thousands of creative classes in any kind of category that you can imagine. Anything from painting your fingernails to you know, technical stuff. So, I mean, their range of classes is unbelievable. So, and they also have them from beginner. Like if you don't know anything about Canva or you don't know anything about Photoshop, they have them from beginner all the way up to advanced. So you can learn in any portion in there that you want. If you're already kind of halfway in between, then you can take more advanced classes. They are taught by industry experts, so they're experts in their fields. And they have the learn by doing approach, where you can learn at your own pace. That's what I have to do. I have to learn at my own pace, because I don't have time to sit and watch, you know, 6 or 7 hours worth of videos back to back. So I might watch one and then take notes, and then the next day I'll go back and watch another one, take notes, and go from there. But I like that I can watch the class on my iPad, and then on my computer I can work as they're teaching me. I can work with them. So that way, that's the learn by doing. I love the learn by doing. Don't give me instructions and tell me to read the instructions and make something, because I will never do it. Show me how to do it, and I can do it with you, and I'm gonna do that. I can learn that way. So it is a learn by doing and a show me kind of thing. That's what I like about it. Now, if you would like to join Skillshare, you can click the first link in the description box below. And if you're one of the first 500 people to click that link, you can get 1 year at 20% discount. And you will also get a 7-day free trial and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's amazing. I believe you will be very pleased that you did. Okay, let me see which one of these I want to make. Now, this is a template that I made. It's just a journal card. I like that. I like just journal cards that I can use. And I think I'm going to use some of these to do some covering. I don't want to lose a lot of my Eiffel Tower, so I'm just going to feel underneath there to see where I need to put it. I think that's going to get about the right amount there. And I have been so enthused ever since I've been watching all these classes. I've been so enthused in doing digitals. I've got like 6 or 7 going at one time. I can't get finished with one before I think, oh, let me do this one. I want to do this one. So I get real excited when I start learning new things. Okay. Now all I'm going to do is try to place this where I can get it to where most of my Eiffel Tower is on there and kind of sort of straight. Let's see if we can do it this way. I can see that line. Okay, you're not on the right line, Edith. Get on the right line. Okay, let's try right there. See what that does. I think that we might have got it. I'm going to use my bone folder to press that down. And then we'll just give it a trim. How many of you are a learn by doing type person other than me? My husband used to try to tell me things of how to do certain things, and I would be like, I can't. You're going to have to show me what you did. And he'd be like, can you not read that the instructions? No, you got to show me what you did, and then I can do it. So he would he would show me how he did it, and then from there I could take it and I could do it again and again. But I can't, well, I can read instructions, I just don't like to. I'm not an instruction reader. Now I think I'm going to put this one on the inside. Now you can cover these and then cut out your little images here, or little pieces here, and I'll show you how to cut those out in just a minute. Those are real easy. We have done that before on our channel, and I'll show you what punch I use. They're so easy with the punch. Now without the punch, I don't think they're so easy. You could always make you a template though, and then just each time copy that template, just trace it on a new piece of paper and copy it from one time to the next. You could definitely do that. Now these are printed on the back, but I can always print them again. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with them when I printed them. What I like about Canva too, and I learned this just recently off of the class from Skillshare, is I like it that you can change colors of your images. It's very easy to change your colors. I love that about it. Because, you know, sometimes you find an image and you like it, but you're like, wish it was a little bit different color. And you can do that with Canva. Now I'm just going to go ahead and trim this with my scissors. I could go back with my punch, but I think I can get it with my scissors without making a big mess, hopefully. There we go. So now we have that. I love that. And I think on this side and then the back, what I'm going to do is put writing paper. Or you could leave it like this, and this can always be written on. It'd be very easy to write on that. But isn't that cute? I'm going to go ahead and ink it. And I may just leave that inside and decide later if I'm going to put writing paper on it or leave it like it is. And then we'll decorate these up as far as putting labels and things on them when we start to put them in a journal. Here are one of these cards, and they start out being 5 inches by 7. So I think this is an A7 card. And then this is the punch that I use to make the little file folder tabs. So let's see, I made that one close to the top, so I'm going to make this one close to the middle. And I'm not going to measure. You can measure to get them exactly right if you want. I'm not. I'm going to make mine kind of big. I like that a little bit bigger. And then what I'm going to do is, you could also, you know, mark a line there where you could cut. I'm just going to cut. I'm going to be brave and I may mess it up, but I'm just going to cut it. That one I probably got a little bit off kilter, but It'll be all right. Now, for the other side, for this side, I think I'm just going to, what am I going to do? I like that, the short edge in the front, so I think I'm going to fold it this way and then just trim this front off. You don't have to do any of this, just what I'm doing. And I think I might save that little piece because I got something else in mind for it. See, I like that, the little short part in the front so you can see all back there. I can see now that I'm a little bit crooked, so I'm just going to try to even this up a little bit. And then right here, we went up a little bit. There we go. And then you can use the other side of this punch to round your corners. So it does both. Now I think we have more of these left. We got quite a few in last week, and I don't believe they've all sold out, but if they have, we have more on the way. Because I turned around and ordered more as soon as that batch came in. Okay, now we've got it that way. So we can cover the front and then put something else in there. So that's how you would make a little file folder. And like I said, you can make this top exactly like the file folders with the same height here and then a little dip if you want. I just like mine like this. You can do them either way. So let's find a page, and I think we'll just do this one. I love all those flowers. And then just try to put it as straight as you can. No perfection here, just straight as you can. Now you may want to just measure yours, cut the paper the exact size, and then put it down. I don't have a lot of luck with that. That's why I usually trim mine afterwards. Just seems to be a little bit easier for me, but you do what you do. I think my scissors are getting gummy. I think I just heard a little bit of thunder. We're supposed to have a few little thunderstorms this afternoon. There we go. Whoops. I got this bottom a little bit off, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to fix it. I'm just going to put this in here and trim it. That was an easy enough fix. Okay. Now we need to put something back here. Or you could decide not to put anything back there. I think I want something back there. I might just put that there. Be a little bit different color. You could also write on that if you wanted to. So let's try that. Right, there is that one. I like that. I like that different color in the back. So there is another. And then we can either put writing paper here and here, or we can leave it like it is, or we can cover it with other paper. All right, I've got one for basically the top, the middle. I'm going to do one more and have the little tab down at the bottom. So let's do this. Snip that little piece off and then try to cut this one even. I didn't make that tab quite as big, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? There we go. And then we can just round the corners. Let's see. I don't think this one will go in, so we'll have to round it with the scissors. What about that beautiful image of the window up there? So I'm going to put this on the front here, I think, and then, I don't know, I might put something like this on the back. We'll see. We shall see. I had to stop real quick, and I left my glue open because I had to go out and take care of some things because it was coming a flood, and I had left some things out that I didn't really mean to, so I had to pause my video. Let's see. I'd like to get part of the flowers and part of the window, so I think I'll do like that. So these are pretty quick and easy, and I've lost my scissors. I think I actually took my scissors in the other room a minute ago. I had them in my hand when it started pouring down rain, and I think I probably just carried them in there. Good thing I've got 5 or 6 more pair here at my desk. These I absolutely love, and I probably need to be using them a lot more. They're the arthritis scissors. They help if you've got arthritis in your hands, which I do. And I don't use them enough. I get started using those Tim Holtz shears, and I use them, and then I end up with my hand hurting. But it's just whatever you grab, isn't it? Whatever you pick up. Uh-oh, I don't need to be doing that. I need to be doing this. I got distracted. It said it wasn't going to do anything but just come a little shower, but oh my goodness. The bottom fell out, and it was just pouring down. I think I'll just use that in there. I can always reprint these, so it's not a biggie. Uh-oh. There's my top to my glue. Ink. Not glue. Ink. Let's see. I don't know which way this goes, but I'm going to put it this way. I think that's the way it goes. So if you'd like this collection, it is on our website, scrapbookingwithme.com, and it is in our digitals. Also, it's in print and ship digitals. We do print and ship. And I can't, these scissors are already gummy too. So you can, I'll try to remember to put the link below. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I like that on there. And you could write on that if you wanted to. So there is another. So we've made 3, and like I said, I'm not going to put any other embellishments or anything on them until I start to put them in the journal. I will be making a Paris in Spring journal. So, but I just thought those were cute, and they're easy, and we'll put a little word or something here, and then maybe add a little label here and there, and they'll be ready to go in the journal. Just slide them down in a pocket. And if you want some of these, I'll try to remember to put the link below. They're a nice quality card, and I'm using them for this since I'm not necessarily sending out cards anymore. Alright guys, we will talk to you later, and thank you again so much for Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And if you want to join Skillshare, just be one of the first 500 people to click the link below, the very first link in the description box. And you can get 1 year subscription of Skillshare for 20% off. You get the first 7 days for free, so you can check it all out. And then you also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So click that link and take some Skillshare classes. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot about Canva, and I've still got to share a lot more with you guys. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye.